Walter White is the expression of an unrealized potential. Tamed by the modern world with the fear of death, he prefers a more assured and simple life. Because of his fears, he lives as a simple chemistry teacher, but only up to a point.
Oh my God.
Now, let's look at why Walter White was right. His effort to secure his family financially. Walter White faces one of the greatest injustices of his life. He develops cancer and risks leaving his family economically insecure. Trying to live on a teacher's salary and cover medical expenses is impossible. Initially, Walter starts producing methamphetamine to provide financial relief for his family. From his point of view, this is only a temporary solution. His aim is to ensure that his family will not suffer after his death. It is understandable that a man who could not be rewarded for his labor by teaching chemistry to students for years finally took a radical decision, rebelling against the waste of his talents and genius. Walter White has an incredible mind for chemistry. In his youth, he had great potential as one of the founders of a company called Gray Matter. But poor judgment drove him away from the company, and as a result, he missed out on a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. Instead, he stayed on as a high school teacher. One of Walter White's greatest vindications is that society ignores geniuses like him. A scientist who could have made great discoveries is forced by economic conditions to remain a simple teacher. This causes Walter to build up a great anger inside. Her story was actually a reflection of the frustration experienced by many people who feel that their talents are underestimated. The struggle to stand on his own feet. Throughout the series, we see Walter succumb to his pride at many points, especially when his former business partners offer him financial help. He absolutely refuses. Because for Walter, it is not only important to make money, but to do it with his own labor. For him, taking refuge in the mercy of others humiliated him. From Walter's point of view, this is purely a matter of honor, realizing that justice in life does not come by itself. Walter White is an ordinary, quiet man at the beginning of the series, but over time, he realizes that justice in life does not come by just waiting. He believes that he must take action to gain the respect he thinks he deserves. When confronted with powerful characters such as Gus Fring, he uses his intelligence to fight them. This is a lesson that also applies in real life. Sometimes you have to take bold steps to get what you deserve. Although Walter White's method is illegal, the philosophy behind it is a point from which many people can draw inspiration for self-improvement. What Walter had now become. Who can forget his words to his wife Skylar in this scene?
That you did this for the family.
I did it for me. I liked it. I was good at it.
Initially, Walter White said he got into drugs to make money for his family, but as time went on, we realized that he was not only interested in material gain, but also in power and control. Walter was an ordinary chemistry teacher, constantly oppressed by society. But when he became Heisenberg, no one could ignore him anymore. He was now a figure who was feared, respected, and proved to everyone that he was brilliant. This was the clearest evidence of Walter's moral decline and loss of self. So, do you think Walter White was deluding himself from the beginning, or did he really start out for his family? All this shows that Walter White was not only a criminal, but also a man trying to make his own way in the face of the pressures of society. Do you think Walter White was right? Subscribe to our channel for more.